You're listening to the True Bull Virtual Cast with Goonie and Nemo. Woo! Is it true? Is it bull? You decide.
It's bull.
That's right. Woo! Willa. Woo!
Well, hey, tape recorder. Listen to this.
Welcome to episode 403 of the True Bull Virtual Cast. Goonie and Nemo, brought to you by J&T Mechanicals, House of Hughes, Jennifer Hickman Agency, Red Line Guns, and recorded live from the socially distant, or distanced?
Yeah,
or distant.
Yeah, that's me.
Yeah, socially distant and awkward youth, Tactical Finish Nemosa Studios in beautiful downtown Yampa, Texas.
All right.
Oh, man.
January 22nd.
You been to Yampa recently? Yeah.
Yeah, we got pretty strong out there.
Siempre strong.
Hey, we got a lot to talk about, so we're going to get right to it.
Welcome, Brussels, and welcome, John Fest.
Okay.
Welcome, just the two of us today.
Bye-bye.
Before we start, I just want to let you guys know, oh, man, it's been so long since we've done one of our liquor pickers. We're going to have to do one maybe next week.
Sounds good to me.
Do a special one, because we haven't seen our folks at Lots of Liquors recently. We've been missing them.
I guess we'll go over there, too, here in a bit.
I was going to grab some earlier and try to do one of the, that guy, the Club Dirty guy that does the Dang, and he tries all the drinks.
Well, I'll be damned.
There's one that's supposed to taste like an Apple Jack. It tastes like Apple Jacks. It's rum chata and apple pucker. But for some reason, because of the alcohol and the milk in the rum chata, if you don't drink it quickly, it starts curdling.
Oh,
so he said you have to drink it fast.
That's always yummy.
Yeah. How do you like your Apple Jacks? Curdly?
Thick.
Yeah, thick. Crunchy. So, and then there was another one. He called it a hand grenade. You put like a glass with half a glass of Red Bull. And then,
okay, I'm in already.
And then you have two shots on the rim that are kind of placed where they don't fall into the glass.
Right.
And you got tequila, and then you got Jaeger. And so as you take the tequila shot out, the Jaeger falls in, kind of like a what do you call it, the
conglomeration, as it were.
Right. Yeah. So anyway, so you drink the tequila, and then you take the Jaeger bomb, basically that. But he said it was great. He said he gave it like a 9.2 out of like 14.
Well, the whole episode is not for the faint of heart.
It's not even if you want to faint or fart.
Guys, so much has happened this past week.
Yeah. We
had a college national championship.
Wow! Congratulations, Ohio State.
Yeah, buddy.
Taking care of Notre Dame. First half, I'm not going to lie to you, it was like 21-7 or 28-7. It was like it wasn't looking good.
It was looking pretty terrible.
They came back. Notre Dame came back, made it a game. A couple of costly turnovers and mistakes, and there's
that
your
was
champion.
A shame. That was a shame.
Everybody's talking about, well, now we have to do some tweaking because we have to make sure that the best teams get in. I mean,
what are you going to do with playoffs? A playoff is a playoff.
4 or 5. Yeah,
there's only so much more they can do with college.
Here's the thing: 4 or 5 teams, you're going to get, anything over 4 or 5 teams, you're going to get the best team in the nation in there.
Absolutely.
And then it becomes how many teams how much money do you want to make after that? Do you want 12 teams? Do you want 14,
right.
18, 24? Then then why play a regular season? Why not just start with a bracket from week 1 and just if it doesn't matter if you win or not with your conference, because the last 4 teams that were in the finals didn't even win their conference championships,
right?
But yet they were the 4 best teams. So one of them didn't even play in their conference championship.
Sometimes it bees like that sometimes. but be that as it may, Aunt Jemima is coming back.
Wow.
They're putting her back on the bottle gun.
Oh, I thought we were going to have her in studio.
Come on, man.
I thought we were going to have her in studio.
I mean, we should already know this. Statues, history, flags, we should all know that if everybody just realized that
right.
We have equity, we have equal rights.
Right.
Then maybe there's not room for DEI in the government. But we refuse to talk about politics, so let's just push on.
I'll just say this, just to piggyback, and then we'll move on. The coach from what was it? I think it was a coach from either Notre Dame or
it was Notre Dame. Yeah,
they asked him, what it felt like to be the first African American coach to win, the college football championship or whatever, and he was like, I'm looking forward to the day when it's not a story, when it's not, when people don't feel like they have to make that about me, and it's just about the fact that he's a damn good coach. So he didn't. He's like, I'm not gonna take your little race card bait trick and try to make myself prop myself up.
Exactly. Point here.
Yeah.
We have a new chief in San Antonio, fire chief.
Okay.
And she is amazing.
She?
You would never know that this chief is going to do outstanding things for San Antonio Fire.
A female fire chief?
Yeah,
oh my
dude.
God! How?
And just you wait. They're going to go above. She's going to go above and beyond and surpass anything that the past chiefs. And I love the past chiefs, but
right.
You know, it's not because of the fact.
And only so people can say, "Wow, I can't believe she did so well as a woman."
Great firefighter too.
Yeah, it's like, can you just shut up and say she's a great firefighter? She's a great firefighter, not a great female firefighter, but she's a great firefighter.
Right on.
Because she's doing something that probably 99.9% of the people in this city wouldn't be able to do or wouldn't have the guts to do.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, let's just get past the gender politics, the racial politics, and just say this is the best qualified person for the job. That's why we hired him.
Yep.
And they're going to do a great job, and let's support them and just move on from there. And you know, everybody's going to have their reasons. Well, I felt like I was more qualified. Well, sorry.
And Valerie, I wouldn't mention your name, but
wow.
Other than the fact that, since you're sponsoring the podcast. Wait,
is
what?
she? Well,
what?
Now she is. Now she is.
When did this happen?
Yeah. San Antonio's True Bull Virtual Cast is now sponsored by...
Way to go, Chief.
Valeria. So anyway, so I said I'd say one thing and then move on, and 4 things later, we haven't moved on. But
we're also going to be doing something a little bit, not different, but we're going to Titan or Shot Group tape recorder.
Whoa.
We're going to start focusing on Texas news.
Thank you.
Texas events. Texas gigs, Texas bands, and Texas stuff.
What about Texas food?
So... just you wait on the chow.
Texas Eats. Lomelli has the food truck, and he does the freaking turkey legs.
Is it birria?
Covered with? Well, he does that too. Covered with mac and cheese and all these other things.
Yikes!
Oh my gosh, it's beautiful. So anyway, Texas Front Yard, I believe, is his food truck. Lomelli. Also soon to be a sponsor for the True Bull Virtual Cast. We're speaking it
and
into
I
existence.
think we're going to title it Texas-tainment.
Yes, Textainment. Texas Taint. We don't need men. It's not gender, so it's Texas Taint.
Right on. So let's continue with some current events. Some of our good friends. We have Kerosene Drifters.
Kerosene Drifters.
What you got?
Corey and Dana. They'll be in San Antonio. Well, New Braunfels. Close enough. So you want to hear them this coming Sunday at 8:30. They're going to be at the Poorhouse on San Antonio Street in New Braunfels. So don't get confused.
Not New Braunfels
San Antonio Street in New Braunfels, not New Braunfels Street in San Antonio. But I'm sure there's a bar on that street as well.
There is.
But find the Poorhouse in New Braunfels. And, I've been in the Poorhouse in San Antonio for years.
A couple times.
Yeah, that's right. But also, you and me and Brett, we're going to be this Thursday evening. We're going to be at Bracken Saloon.
Yes, sir. Brett Alton from the Tailgaters.
From the Tailgaters, that's right. We still got to get him on the podcast. He's just, he's waiting for sponsorship opportunities, to pay for gas to get all the way out here from the medical center.
Very standoffish.
Yeah, but we had a good gig this past Sunday at the Bucks.
Yeah, Bucks Saloon down there in Adkins.
Hats off to Roy and his staff. They had a great time. And also, one of your battle buddies was there as well.
Yeah. Oh, Mikey. We call him Mohawk Mikey.
Wow. And it's not just a catchy name. He did have a mohawk. He was 5'6", 6'7" with the afro, with the mohawk.
And I think that was a name that friend of mine, Travis Spear, he showed up too.
Yeah, that's right. Travis, good to see you, brother.
Retired firefighter lieutenant.
I'll tell you what. But
good to see you, boss.
You might want to call him Mohawk Mikey, but I was calling him Mo Shots Mikey by the end of the night. It seemed like every time he went up to take a shot, he brought us 2.
My goodness.
Wow. And if it hadn't been a Sunday night where I had to drive halfway, from one side of 1604 to the other, I probably would have stuck around and closed that place down with him because he was he's a great guy.
We'll be playing there again.
Yeah. So we'll be back soon, hopefully, with Brett. And with the band, whatever it takes. We just want to play somewhere in town.
Let's do a spotlight for Friday.
Okay.
What's going on Friday?
Friday, we are on Virtual Country is going to be playing at the one of the Cowboy breakfast events.
Cool. Okay.
Also at Whiskey Girls.
And this is full band.
Full band. We will have Johnny Gross playing some fiddle for us.
Attaboy.
And Mikey Leroy on bass, baby.
Oh.
Julian, the drummer, on drums, obviously. And Nemo, handsome firefighter Tim, is going to be playing guitar, singing, and being purdy.
Yes. Sir.
And I will also always be stinking up the stage.
Yeah.
Because I'm eating a lot of tacos.
Okay.
Free tacos at Whiskey Girls, 11855 Perrin Beidel. Dahlia Demore, one of her many bars that she owns. She also owns Country Nights. Also, there's a
really
sports bar that she owns as well. So
all right, cool.
Hopefully we'll be playing in the parking lot of one of those three very soon.
Least asking and begging.
Right.
We also have something Thursday.
Oh, wait. Mario Flores will be playing 7:30 a.m.
And then we go on at
10.
All right.
Drew Brown will be taking the stage at 1:30.
No,
and Mark Stewart at 4 p.m. So the whole day, if you want to do some day drinking with the Virtual Country Club,
with the big guns,
come on up, man. We're gonna have some great music, some great beer.
If you can't wake up that early, just show up Thursday at Bracken Saloon.
Yeah, Thursday at Bracken Saloon, and then just tailgate with us. Because, Brett's with the tailgaters, so you just tailgate on over to...
So that'll be 7:30 at Bracken Saloon on Thursday. We've got so much stuff. I hope you're catching this tape recorder.
Free tacos at the event for Cowboy Breakfast.
Wind it up.
That's right. So then, the other thing I did want to tell you, piggybacking off the college football playoff championship.
Wow.
We're down to our Final Four for the NFL. We got two good matchups. Philly and Washington are going to be playing at 2 p.m. on Sunday for the NFC Championship. If you'd have asked me, Washington would have been the very last team that I would have picked to be. I
was not expecting
for a
any of that.
I mean, Detroit laid a freaking egg. This was their chance in a year when they had the top seed, and they did nothing. They just freaking laid a dang egg.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Philly, Washington. I mean, you can't help but not give them a chance. Jaden Daniels is just kicking butt. But the game that I really want to see. This is the one that It's been these two teams in the AFC all year long. 1 versus 2. The
Cowboys
Chiefs,
and the Panthers.
Chiefs and the Bills. They're both in the hunt though.
Okay.
Chiefs and the Bills. 1 versus 2 in Kansas City. Oh, man, this is the one where, everybody's talking about Josh Allen. Hey, if this is the year you're going to beat the Chiefs, this is the year because the Chiefs look beatable. They've looked beatable all year. Even though they have the number 1 seed, they've won like 7 games this year.
That's because they're cheatable.
Less than a touchdown. The largest amount of close games. Other than Washington.
All right.
And so they look beatable, but it's the AFC Championship.
But it's debatable.
So I'm pulling for the Bills, but I would not bet against the Chiefs.
Oh.
And so we'll see who. I mean, if you had to pick Philly, Washington, Chiefs, Bills, who you got going to the Super Bowl?
All of them.
Okay. I'm going to take Washington and the Bills. I'm going to take the two teams that are below each other.
I'm still rooting for Smithson Valley.
Right. I think they could beat the Cowboys. Yeah.
Probably could.
They could beat a lot of people.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
What?
Tape recorder.
Where?
We've got Ben Meyer.
Wow.
And I'm not going to toot my own horn, but ever since they came onto this podcast, they have been playing everywhere.
Right. And ever since we've come on the podcast, we've been nowhere.
Except Belgium.
So we need to get them back so we can flip that script. And
they've got some great music still coming up. Yeah, playing Stetson.
Yeah.
Okay, where else?
Stouthouse. He was doing acoustic with Jonathan Hernandez.
Jeez.
Those guys, when they play together, like you've heard it when they've been here in studio. Yeah. Their vocals and music, it's just the music fits, the vocals fit.
Plus the fact that they're pretty,
and
that doesn't hurt.
They're pretty good, I'll tell you what. But we need to get them back in the studio and talk about.
Jeff Jacobs got another.
Jacobs got some music coming out.
New song coming out. Get on out here, play it, bud.
That's right.
Call us and we'll get you going.
You know who else has some new music coming up soon is the
Virtual Country.
Yes, sir. We've been working on some new stuff. Trying to get that ready to go into the studio.
Yes, sir.
And speaking of the studio, Three Beards has recorded some new music, and they've got some stuff coming out. Maybe we'll even tell them to come in and hang out and drink some beers.
But we'll put them in the pond. We'll have them
pool or pond. Either one.
Pond or something.
Pool probably pond probably be better.
Yeah, definitely.
So anyway, there was that. So next week we're going to try to get our back to our
bearings.
Our True Bull virtual cast, True Bull Texas Entertainment Spotlight, Texas Music Spotlight.
We'll bring it back.
We're going to try to get one of our local artists in the studio with us to talk shop.
And then I'm thinking, why don't we try this?
Okay.
All of the Texas wines, Texas beers, Texas liquors, those are the only ones that we test out with Vic.
Yes.
So we can start off with the
Vic's True Bull Texas drink spotlight.
Yeah, so we can go with the Desert Door. We can start off with Juan
Lobo.
Yep.
Yeah, and we can get into some what's the Bach
and
Shiner Bach.
Joanne Santos. If you're listening, we're going to have to drum up some new recipes for these.
Yes.
Upcoming.
We need drinks. We need drinks because we need to share Texas drinks with our Texas musicians.
Let's go, Texas.
So we can do that, but the other thing. You want to get it on Pachanga Grande with the boys, you better come and bring me in, because I'm going to be brought over.
Say goodbye.
Okay, well, that was episode 403, True Bull Virtual Cast, Janie, Granny, and for the Super Granny, and we're going to be back. I'm going to be back all the time. I try to be back, but they won't tell me.
Okay, goodbye.
Thank you.
Oh, yes.